Rahim, this is a question we have. Um, the June 2022 33 variant question number 8. And if you see the question, what the question is, after time at a time t days after starting observation, okay, that number of insects is a population stand for n. The variation in the number of insects is modeled by differential equation given by this formula is given by himself, automatically given, like no need to do anything else, and is a continuous variable, and this data is given by him. So first of all, I'll start from here. So I will write this equation as it is here. You can see clearly. And step number one, separation of variables. So dt will go there, and you can see this one, a dt shift there. But because we need to find nkt, first we not understand, but part number two we know. Part number two even not mentioned, but part number C we can see that n terms of t, it means n subject, so that is the objective. So that is the reason I brought this n under it. So I brought all n left hand side and all t right hand side. So this point is very clear. So let's talk about next plan. Okay, next plan is what? Okay, next plan is I will integrate both sides. When I integrate both sides, it will look like this, and I will bring this up. You know very well what I'm saying. After this, increase the power by 1, divide by same, and what is cos integration is a sign as a very clear. So I have done it, this one, and plus C confirm. And this angle's derivative, don't forget it, please. Often students forget this angle's derivative. This is a major problem. Okay, so let's talk about next part. This will go up, and this is a negative have go down, so become positive. So this you can see, this one down, and this one 0.02. So 1 or 0.02 is, I think, is a very clear, become 50. I repeat, 1 over this become 50. So this is not a compulsory. We do it good. If we don't do it, no problem at all. And I'm going to plug in this data. Data is given t0 and 100. So when I plug in data here, you can see clearly I'm going to plug in this data. Okay, this I showed that how I got as 50. Clear idea. So now onwards, when I plug in this data, so t is 0, so something, the sign 0 is gone, and root 100 is 10, so it got a negative 1.5. So this c value plug in back, not even here. Okay, so then I get what format? I get this format. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. First part he did not mention. He said just make a relation between nkt. He did not say that what subject. So I can stop it here. Part number two, what is a part number two? N given and t is given, find k value. So let's try to do that one. So this is data given by him. I'm going to plug in n is here and this 50 here. So then I plug in this value there, you can see. So this is a 15, okay. This I get it what? 25, sorry, not 15. Ultimately, when I type in radian mode, this one, so this whole thing into 50, okay, I get this value. And when I continue further, so I brought it value here, and ultimately when I divide, so ultimately this answer become this one is correct, or 0.0825. So some student asked me, can I write 0.3 like a 0.003? No, we have write 3 dp 3 sf, sorry, 3 sf is compulsory. Let's go for next part. So this is done, k part is done, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Okay, so now what is the next part? Next part is that, and in terms of t is my target, and so n subject. So we are reached here. After plugging the k value, this value, I plug in the k, I got this kind of connection. So after this I multiply whole thing and make it easy for us. This I'm writing, I can write 3 sf or 4 sf, no problem. Okay, after this, what is my target? My target is a n subject. So n is involved in denominator. How I can do it? Only one choice I have it, if I take LCM and then flip. So look at here, LCM 5, I take an LCM, and you know this 5 will multiply here, and I got this kind of thing. And this 5 is LCM, is about is clear. Now you ask, so why is it compulsory? Because what is the rule? If I want to flip left side, right side flipping also possible, only possible when you have a single fraction. Is a fraction number one, fraction number two, but now it got a single fraction. So when I flip n up, this 5 will go up. So the same you can see, look, I flip both sides. Negative 2 multiplied there, and I got this kind of thing, this kind of thing. Okay, so this is a done. And you can write like this, and or you can eliminate this minus sign. You can Okay, how eliminated I done? So I took a negative common from these two values, and that negative cancel out. But it's not a compulsory, student. If you do it, good. If you don't do it, no problem. This root is a squaring of both side. I got this kind of connection, and now he's asking greatest value. Basic criteria is what? Whenever sine or cos come, including the angle, I will take one time plus, one time minus. Okay, so let's listen to me first of all. What is the technique here? Look at here. Highest plus one, lowest minus one, and the middle value is zero. You know it very well. Okay. Now, because we're looking for the greatest value, and you know it very well, if a small denominator comes here, we'll give you big value. Okay, small will give you big value. I'm looking for big. And how I can get a small value in denominator? So small value, how we can get small value? If I get this answer positive or negative, very interesting. So if I put this negative and negative plus, so this value become big, but I need a small. So it means that if I need a small, so I should not put it here negative value, put it here positive value. You can see this one, I mentioned large equal to 1 by small. So then I plug in, I will not plug in. If I plug in minus 1 in place here, so this minus into minus plus, and if I add them, this become a bigger denominator, then my method will not affect. So I plug in plus 1 in the place of this whole, even including angle. If I type in calculator, so I will get 34.8 square, and this is 3 SF is required, 1210. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I believe the point is very clear and question is completely over.